Let me put it this way. With the meeting with the president, the best person to know what happened with the money, if there was money, where the exchange, who deposited, who was paid, and then the full amount wasn't given, and then it was later, is Phakelumthakathi.
Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, the leader of the March and March, has issued a challenge to journalists, asking them to interrogate fellow activists Phakelumthakathi and Mchunu about any monies, financial support, or other perks that they may have allegedly gotten from President Cyril Ramaphosa after their private meeting with him. The call was made by Ngobese Zuma in the midst of increasing scrutiny around the meeting that took place between the two activists and the president. Before I proceed into the entire details, please do well to subscribe to our channel if you're new, and feel free to drop your thoughts on the comment section after watching, and don't forget to turn on our post notifications so you don't miss out on any latest updates. Thank you. This discussion has raised doubts regarding the topics that were covered and whether or not any commitments were made during the interaction. Phakelumthakathi and Mchunu should be questioned by members of the media in order to obtain clarification on the nature of their engagement with Ramaphosa and whether or not they received any type of help or benefit later, according to the leader of the March and March. It is highly probable that her remarks will contribute to the continuation of public discourse concerning the relationship between political leaders and civil society activists. This is especially true in situations where private interactions take place without the public revelation of the problems that are being discussed in detail. In addition, it seems that the sentiments made by Ngobese Zuma are reflective of broader issues that exist among activist groups over responsibility and transparency. She stated that media should play a significant role in the process of seeking answers and ensuring that public leaders are held accountable for their actions and activities. However, the allegations and questions that were raised by Ngobese Zuma have not been verified with evidence that is available to the public that indicates that either Phakelumthakathi or Mchunu received money or advantages from Ramaphosa. It has also not been established that the office of the president has confirmed that the activists received any kind of financial aid or other perks as a result of their meeting. This new growth comes at a time when March and March is consistently working to establish itself as a major voice on a variety of issues, including social justice, immigration, and governance. Recently, the movement has garnered the attention of the general public as a result of its campaigns and its open criticism of political and institutional leaders. Given that Ngobese Zuma has requested that journalists conduct an investigation into the matter, the significance of maintaining transparency in interactions between government officials and activists has been brought to the forefront once again. During the course of the ongoing discussion, it is anticipated that Phakelumthakathi and Mchunu will be the focus of attention by virtue of their responses to the questions posed by Ngobese Zuma, as well as the question of whether or not they will offer specifics regarding their encounter with Ramaphosa and any outcomes that followed. March and March movement leader Jacinta Ngobese Zuma addresses ANC SG Phakel. Mbalula.
Mr. Mbalula, through the figment of his imagination, has come out guns blazing, suggesting that we are a political project yet to be properly unveiled. And on some days he claims we are a project of the IFP, some days of the MK, some days of Israel, depending on what mood he's in or what substance. Not one of the boss's press briefings seeks to acknowledge the damage and pain that they have caused to the many families from their negligence of our borders. How many more families have been destroyed because of the drugs and corrupt activities, as we have heard at the Madanga Commission? When does he apologize to the parents whose children have died because of sputtle shop killings or the sputtle shop mafias? Or are those families also political parties or political projects? In his last episode of his live recorded broadcast in the media, Mr. Mbalula illogically stated that the movement was not happy that other members had met with the president. Yet we had already addressed this issue in our statement, where we stated that everyone has a right to meet with anyone, including the president. Our focus has always been in protection of the citizens of this country and not on getting photo ops. In his vent, he made noise about their leaders being booed at our marches, and he said nothing about the reasons why their members of the public decided to boo them. Surely this should have been an opportunity for him to reflect on why people were booing certain leaders while celebrating others. That is not boos that are funded, but they are an expression of deep pain and dissatisfaction. So rather than looking for excuses or someone to blame, maybe it's an opportunity for him to do some self-reflection.
Thanks for watching this video right up to the end. Please let us know your thoughts on the comment section and kindly like, share, and subscribe.
Stay blessed.